What up, Flag fam? I'm Nick, and this is... Nobody's here right now, unfortunately, folks. Trying to get Coach Mo back here. He's unfortunately stuck in Ibiza at the moment. Believe he's at a John Summit concert, last I heard. Heard he's having a great time, though. Coach Mo, enjoy your trip in Ibiza. Hope to see you soon. But welcome back to Around the Turf. Folks, we are so back here, and I have a lot to talk about today because it is draft season, and the draft's approaching, and a new flag year is on the way. Before I start, I have some heartbreaking, painful news. The Beacon Flag Football League, the BFFL, now ceases to exist. It pains me to say, but they have been wiped off the face of the earth, last I've heard. But you know, me, an Around the Turf host, I need my content somewhere. I found a new brand, and I signed with them. They are the Hudson Valley Flag Football League, the HVFF, and they have signed me to a 4-year, $450 million deal, and I cannot wait to be back here with you guys talking flag football. So let's go. So let's start with, this league is an expansion league. So the old BFFL, we were a 6-team league. We have now moved to 8. So now with 2 more teams, this is going to be the most competitive season we have ever had. I cannot wait. We're going to go over the draft. I'm going to give you a little 2-round mock. I'll give you the sponsors, the coaches. Let's have a time. So to start, our draft. Usually the BFFL, the best league that has ever existed, it pains me that they're not here anymore. Usually their draft was a 1-day draft. But the HVFF has some new ideas in mind, and I like it. We are going to be having a week-long draft. It is going to start Monday, April 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. All the coaches that will be there and gather around and make either their first 3 or 4-round picks. Through that, post that, we will then take a week-long period to continue this draft. So the draft's going to start Monday, April 20th. It will end Friday, April 24th. Through that, we'll be making picks either throughout the day or all getting together throughout the night. And they will be streaming a bunch for everybody to come and watch. So guys, make sure you're watching it or suck it. So, with the season approaching, our first game is going to be May 12th, which is also a very special day because it is a Hall of Famer's birthday that day. And that is Ryan the Can McKeon's birthday, who has now officially joined the league as a player for the first time. Ryan, cannot wait to see you on that field. If you're playing some D-line, I hope you get a couple of sacks for your birthday. You got to eat, brother. Got to eat. So, let's introduce our coaches. We have some returners and we have some newbies. So, let's go over them. First, we have the legend Jack Sheehy, who is coming back again looking for his 3rd ring. Next, we have JJ Jameson Sheehy, the brother. He got his first chip a couple seasons ago and is ready to go for number 2. We then have Ant Mazzacchio, assistant last year to Beacon Bikes. Last year's season, folks, we'll go over it a little more as this podcast goes on. It's kind of an asterisk year. It kind of doesn't count. But if we're going to count it, Ant was an assistant. His team won the chip. Congrats, Ant. You're taking over as a head coach, and you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm scared to play you out there. Now, we have Jason the Tree Analek, returning to coach. Going to be a player coach, so he'll be playing as well. But the Tree is ready to go out there and prove he could coach again. He had a couple stints early on into his flag career. Had a decent team. Then he coached a Melzinga team, which on paper looked like the best team ever. And Big J, the Tree Analek, had to play a lot of golf and missed a lot of games, and his team stunk. So this is his redemption tour. Hopefully he does decent. Rooting for you, Jay. Now we have another player coach, and that is Ty Long. Ty Long is a staple to the BFFL and now the new Hudson Valley Flag Football League. He's been here since day one. He's a day one guy. He's got the brains for it, and he has a couple of chips under his belt. So he's a sneaky good player, and I think as a coach, he could be really good. So he's somebody to watch out for. We also have, completely new to the scene, Theo Yanatelli. I believe that's your last name, Theo. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. He is coaching, and he actually, first time ever coaching the league. He's never been a part of the league. He has some assistants coming with him. First, he has Jaden Navarro, another newbie to the league, but is ready to make a statement. And then finally, he couldn't keep himself off of the coaching scene. It was going on all offseason, folks. Ryan the Can McKeon is done coaching. He's just playing this year. Put him in the draft. He doesn't want to deal with coaching. It was kind of a shame. It was kind of a shame because Ryan, the flag football league without Ryan doesn't feel like a flag football league. Well, he's back. He weaseled his way in, and he is now an assistant coach with Theo. Wonder how much of that team he's going to try to run. I believe a lot of it. We also have as a coach Dennis the Menace Dowd. He was actually formerly an assistant coach, former player in this league, and now he's coming to coach for us. And I can't wait to see what Dennis does. He's a great guy. I'm sure he's going to do great. And then finally, the last head coach, a guy with a chip on his shoulder, a guy that's ready to come in here and tear this league apart. That is somebody no other than me, myself, and I. I'm a fucking coach of this league, and everybody else does not matter because I'm winning. It is my league. I'm winning. I'm running the show, and I'm going to win every week and come out on this show and talk about it and talk about how good my damn team is, and I cannot wait. Folks, that's our coaches for this year. Cannot wait to see them. Now, let's go over our sponsors. Again, we have some returners and some newbies. We have The Hub. Great organization, great bar. Go there, get some drinks. Their food is probably the most underrated food in Beacon, so don't sleep on it. We have Marcelo's Home Improvement, a former champion sponsor in this league. They're back again. I'm sure they're going to be with JJ because JJ's always been with them. Marcelo's Home Improvement. Give my guy Marcelo a call. He is great at what he does. Any type of problems with your home, any work you want done, call Marcelo. He'll get it done for you. We also have another returner, Beacon Bikes, formerly Pedigo, which has a ring, then Beacon Bikes, so they do kind of have a ring if you want to count it. Beacon Bikes, the best e-bikes in Beacon. Can't wait to have Beacon Bikes back. They're always a great sponsor. We have S&S Catering making their second season return here. If you guys want some good catered food, there's nobody better than S&S. Now we got a big one, folks. New sponsor, Southern Dutchess Country Club. The best golf course in Beacon, New York. Hosts the best golf tournaments in Beacon, New York. The Beacon Flag Football League, I'm so used to the BFFL, folks. It's hard to switch. Give me some time. The Hudson Valley Flag Football League will be hosting a golf event there, folks, for us to go to and golf and have some fun at. Shout out Southern Dutchess. Great course, great time. We have Queen City Eagles. I've heard great things about Queen City Eagles. Believe they're a construction company. Queen City, I'll find out more about you as we go along the season, and I'll keep shouting you out. I like the name, the Eagles. It's kind of catchy. It's not eagles like the bird. It's e-gills, like the gills of a fish. So you know, so you can pronounce it so you don't Google it wrong if you're trying to Google it. And then we have cut and coat painting. Folks, you need a paint job? There's nothing better than a paint job. Flag football player, and honestly, throughout the years, one of the most improved players in this league that I've seen, Hayden Boehm's painting business. Go shout out Hayden Boehm, shout out Cut and Coat Painting, get your paint jobs from nobody better than Cut and Coat. And then the last one, the best band in Beacon, New York, the two legends, Bob Lynn and the rest of the band, the Costello's Maverick Pop, coming back again. Costello's Maverick Pop have not been lucky for a ring. They've had in the past both Declan and Finn on the team, and the brothers can't get their parents a ring. I think this year they need a fresh start. I don't think they should have either Costello brother on their team, and I think the Costellos could finally maybe get their ring. So that's our sponsors, folks. We got a couple more segments for you, and we're going to go into our draft order. So 8 picks in the draft, and here's our order. With the number 1 pick, Jason Treebeard, the Tree Antelek. With the number 2 pick, we've actually already had a trade. So, Jack Sheehy drew the 2, but he and Theo finessed a trade. So they traded, Jack traded his number 2 pick overall, so the 1-2, and then he traded his second round pick to Theo for Theo's 5th pick, the fifth pick in the first round, and then his second pick. So it was a 2-round pick swap. So that puts Theo at the number 2 pick. The number 3 pick is me, myself, and I, Taco, Nick Kilmer, ready to come back out here and kill this draft. Number 4 pick, Ty Long. 5th pick is now Jack Sheehy. 6th pick, JJ. 7th, Dennis the Menace. 8th, the returning champ, Ant Mazzacchio. And with that said, folks, let me do my mock for you. I got a 2-round mock. I think I got this on the money. I pretty much know what every coach is doing. I'm a guru at this shit. I'm usually money with my mocks. Guys, change your strategies now because I know it already. So unless you want to just follow what I say, all the other coaches take these notes down to heart and know what guys are planning and steal their picks. That's what I vote. So with the number 1 pick, Jason Anelek is going to select Zach Barber. Zach Barber, quarterback of this league. He had a couple seasons he wanted to try to back away. Last season, actually, he didn't want to play it at all. He was threatening other teams that he's not playing quarterback and he won't play for them. Finally, he got drafted to a team that had no quarterback. He had no choice, and he finally did it. Finally got over the hump. He won his championship ring. So Zach Barber, off 1. He's got the freaking monkey off the back. He's ready to get number 2. Zach Barber, the number 1 pick, lock it in. With the number 2 pick, this trade happened for this player. I know it. There's no hiding from it. The number 2 pick is Tyler Simpson, some would say. Others call him Santucci. I got a quick story for you guys about this. There wasn't an Around the Turf last season because, like I said, it was kind of like a Mickey Mouse year. We're not going to count it. But there was a whole drama in the offseason, folks, and it had to do with a new player in this league on the draft board named Tyler Simpson. So going into the draft, all the coaches, they're trying to figure out their quarterback plans. They're trying to figure out their players. They're looking at the board. There's always rookies, right? And every time there's rookies, as a coach, they'll find their number. They'll go through their Instagram, try to find them. This Tyler Simpson kid was untraceable. Nobody knew who he was, and everybody was kind of sketched out, and everybody knew there had to be something about this. So come to find out, Ryan McKeon, the can, had a little sneaky plan here and put a kid named Tyler Santucci, former Division I quarterback, into this draft under an alias of Tyler Santucci. And it goes farther than that, folks. Ryan McKeon took this far enough to not only give the alias name, but to give him a fake phone number to where when coaches would reach out to Tyler Simpson, they'd be texting Ryan McKeon. And they would ask what positions he'd play, and he'd be like, yeah, I could play a little bit of wide receiver maybe. I've played flag a little bit, but I don't really know what I'm doing. And instead, Ryan had this master plan to take him late in the draft, which is exactly what he did. A lot of people didn't like it. They complain about it. Ryan, good job. That effort, you deserved them. Sorry about the delay, folks, and the breakup there in the podcast. Coach Ryan McKeon overheard me talking about Tyler Santucci, did not want anybody to hear, and tried to hack the show. Fortunately, our data analyst, Carter Hull, intercepted it, and we're back. But that's the Tyler Santucci story. Come to find out, this kid's a great quarterback, very deserving of the number 2 pick, and that's exactly where he's going to go. Great player for this league. Then comes me with the 3rd pick here, folks. Who am I going to take? I got some great options here at QB. But, I like the guy that throws the ducks. I like the guy that plays it ugly. The guy that you can't really trust anywhere else. You can't play him on defense because he's a liability. But, man, he loves this flag league. Give me Finn Costello at number 3. I'm taking Finn at number 3. Everybody watch out for Finn Costello. I'm sure he'll win this league. With the number 4 pick in the draft comes Ty Long. First pick as a head coach. Who's he going to take? He has some great options here at QB. He's going to go with Jason Comazar here. The lengthy, strong-armed quarterback you throw on defense. He has 2 chips in here, both wintertime though, folks. So he's due for a summer ring, and that's what he's going for. And Ty Long is going to take Jason Comazar at 4. Lock it in. With the 5th pick of this draft, we have Coach Jack Sheehy up on the board. Who is Jack going to take? He made this trade back, right? He had the 2 pick. He had to pick between 4 of the best QBs in BFFL history, and that's not including Finn Costello. But he had to pick between 4 of them. And is he going to take one? No, he is not, folks. He traded back because he wants the multi-time MVP, Chase Green, as his pick at 5. I get it. It's risky skipping the QB for now, but I'm sure he has a plan, and Chase Green is him out there. Just get him the ball. As long as your QB could get him the ball, you're going to be fine. So now with the 6th pick in the draft, It is JJ, and this is a drop from heaven, folks, with this pick he's going to get. Some may say there's no chance he's going to be here because maybe there's a coach in front of them that's smart enough to take this guy. But if this falls this way, he is going to take Sugar, Summertime, Shane Michael Green, the best player in Beacon Flag football history. Multiple-time champion, the best brains out there. Playoff takeover, Sugar, Shane Green at pick number 6 to JJ. Steal of the draft if this happens. Maybe a coach will get smarter by maybe the 3rd pick or somewhere else and take him there, but we'll see, folks. Now with the 7th pick, and to me, this is where this draft gets very interesting. To me, the first 6 picks are going to be the 5 QBs and Chase. That's kind of locked in. The order's a little variable, but it's locked in. That's going to be the first 6. This is where the draft really starts. And now we have Dennis Dowd's first pick ever as a head coach. If I'm trying to get into Dennis's head here, I think it's between 2 players. I think he wants both, and he's planning to get both. It's just which one do you take first? He was an assistant coach last year on St. Rocco's, and both these guys were on his team, and one of them is now a QB in this league, locked in, and he's not just a QB. He's a defensive stud. Defensive stud out there. He plays aggressive. He grabs flags. You don't want to see him. And if he's not at QB for some reason on offense, he's a sick tight end. But at QB, I think he can get over the hump this year and start to really pull together some wins. And that is Joe DeCandia at number 7, Dennis Dowd's first pick. He's taking his quarterback and locking him in. Now we got the returning champ Ant on the back-to-backs on who he's looking at here, folks. And this is a tough spot because at this point, I already have 6 QBs off the board. So actually, yeah, I have 6 QBs off the board here. So do you take another one now or do you kind of wait it out? I think at this point, Ant's going to wait it out and go 2 great skill position players with Nick LePere, the best defensive player in this league, period. I don't care what anybody else says. That dude is 1 of 1 on grabbing that damn flag. You cannot get past him. He's taking him, locking him in, and do not sleep on him as a receiver. He is freaking amazing, and he's out to prove a point. He's been slacking at QB recently, so he hasn't been able to really show off his talents. He is coming for an MVP this year, folks. Watch out for him. He's going to go him at 8, and then at number 9, he is going with Dylan D.K. Kelly. He's back. So back. Dylan Kelly, the legend of Dylan Kelly is crazy in this league. Years ago on my team, the Royal Creeps, we traded for him late in the year. And it wasn't even part of what we weren't trying to trade for Dylan. More so Tom Flynn requested out of our team. He didn't like playing with his QB. He wanted out. So we just made a trade, and in part of the trade, we got Dylan Kelly back. Dylan Kelly single-handedly won our team a championship. Maybe not single-handedly. We had a great team around us, but he put us over that hump. He was incredible out there. Then the next season came back, couldn't make a regular season game, showed up for the playoffs, and absolutely fried again to where the league made a Dylan Kelly rule. And the Dylan Kelly rule is you must play 3 regular season games or you're not eligible for the playoffs. I don't blame them. Since then, Dylan's been kind of MIA from the league, made a return last year and absolutely fried, proved he's still him. He's back. He's going number 9 overall to Ant Mazzacchio. Now with the 10th pick, it's Dennis Dowd, and I think he's getting the other guy from his team he wants, and that is C3PO, Carter Peterson. You know what? He's a robot out there, but he's the fastest damn robot I've ever seen in my life, and he's playing with a chip on his shoulder this year, folks. He's feeling lighter, and he's ready to go out there and fry this year. Pairing Joe with C3PO. I love it, Dennis Dowd. Now we go back to JJ at pick 11, and it's the Mr. 4-timer, Owen Lynch. You can't go wrong with that, folks. Never could go wrong with Owen. He finds a way to win rings. And I'm going to say, he's putting together a bid for the best defensive tackle of all time in this league. Of all time. He's putting the numbers in. He has the years behind him. And he is a menace out there. I think undoubtedly the best defensive lineman in the league this year for sure. Now we are going to pick 12, back to Jack Sheehy. This was originally Theo's pick, but due to the trade, now Jack has it. Who is Jack going to pair with Chase? You know, he traded out of a spot where he could have easily drafted the second best QB in the league, whatever QB he wanted besides Zach Barber. Why would he do this? Is because he wants to go back to his old roots. And that's with number 4, the old gun, QB1, Kyle Perucci, who's now out there protecting the city of Beacon as a cop. Kyle Perucci is back with Jack Sheehy, like always. They don't know how to avoid each other. The only times they have avoided each other is when Kyle decided to coach, and he's back to playing QB, and he's called up Jack and said, you better fucking take me. You better take me or I'm not showing up, and I'm going to arrest your bitch ass. So Jack's drafting Kyle Perucci there. Next, pick 13. Back to Ty Long. Second pick. Who's he going to pair with Comazar? And that is speed. It is Jose Vasquez. He is a menace in this league. 2-time 1,000-yard player in this league. And don't sleep on his defense. He can catch you anywhere, and he will grab your damn flag. It's a great pick right here to pair with Comazar on your first ever team. Ty, I love it. I love it. Now, pick number 14. Back to me. Who am I going to take with my second pick? I got my QB Finn at this point. Who am I going to pair him with? And I'm thinking I put him with the best cornerback I have ever laid my eyes on. One of the most underrated players of all time in this league. Longtime flag player, always slept on, always makes plays, and it's Jimmy, the Lobster Kuka. Coming to me in my second round pick. Jimmy, I cannot wait for you to clamp everybody out there. Let's go Lobster Man. Let's go Larry the Lobster. Let's go Jimmy Kuka. Come on, baby. That was an exciting pick. Post that. The 15th pick now we're at, folks. Second to last pick in my mock draft. I'm going through 2 rounds. Back to Theo. Second pick ever with Jaden as well, and then Coach Ryan McKeon whispering in his ear. Who does Ryan want him to take? I don't know, but Theo's going to do his own thing and say, you know what, Coach McKeon, I'm taking my guy. And that guy's the best offensive lineman ever in this league. It is Lincoln Stewart. Going number 15 to Theo, and you can't go wrong with that pick. You know, you got Santucci, you got the best QB, you think, in this league, the D1 player, the guy who tore this league apart last year. He actually never lost a game he played in. And you're going to give him the best O-lineman in the league. You can't go wrong with that. And then finally, is back to Jay. Who is Jay going to pick with the last pick of the second round? I don't know who Jay wants to pick, but I'll tell you right now, I know damn well who Zach Barber wants to pick, and it's without a doubt, it's Matt Manzuello, and Zach Barber's going to have his way with this one, folks. Matt Mans is a lock at 16, if he's there, if he doesn't go before. If Matt Mans is at 16, he's a lock. I don't care what you want, Jay. It's what Barber wants, and that's what matters, and he wants his man, Matt Mans. All right, folks, that was my mock draft. We'll compare to see how I did. I think all the teams here are stacked, and we got plenty of rounds to go. I cannot wait for this flag league to come. So, Around the Turf is back. Can't wait to be with you, and I have one more major announcement. The Beacon Flag Football League, BFFL, is going to take this shit over. I'm not giving up on them, and the BFFL is so back. BVE, BFFL till I die. And you know what I'm going to do for the BFFL? We're going to host a post-draft party coming at the Elks Club May 9th at 2 p.m. All players who are drafted, come and bring your friends, and we're going to party it up for old-time steak at a Beacon staple, the Elks Club. Flag fam, come with me. Be there or suck it. This is Around the Turf. I'm Nick. Coach Mo's not here. He's in Ibiza, but his ass will be back. The Hall of Famer will be back. We'll talk to you after the draft and look forward to the rest of this season. Let's fucking go.